No, I don't think I am. I actually do believe that what we call the IoT now has been in existence for quite some time. I think we've seen a considerable number of IoT type products come onto the market. EnOcean being one of them. We've already got a number of sensors out in the marketplace. 300,000 buildings actually already equipped with these type of sensors. All of them, many of them talk back to the internet. So you could say that really the Internet of Things started quite some time ago for us. I actually don't completely agree with that. I think actually it is acted upon. I think what we need to do is make sure that we listen to what the end users require and actually then make sure that the software is actually interpreting it in a way that's useful for these guys. You know, for instance, we've got a number of EnOcean devices out there in the buildings today that are doing energy monitoring. If we can put that onto a sufficient dashboard that says this guy is using this much energy, please correct that, I think that's where we can really get the benefit. I think the new kids on the block are starting to grab the glory, but I think in essence what we need to do is see the whole lot become an amalgam of one. However, I think the important thing is to make sure that all of those do adhere to some form of coherent interoperability policy, because they're not all going to set one actual standard. There's going to be many. I don't think there will be a standard. I mean, EnOcean itself has established a standard. There are many other standards around there, like weightless. You'll see an Apple type standard, if you want to call it that, a Google type standard. There'll be other standards that will come up. And I think it's up to those guys to ensure that they have a standardized method of communication so that they can all talk to each other. Yes, I can. I think one of the great examples we've got is our own. I think the EnOcean Alliance product set is a very innovative set of products that give us very, very good sensing opportunities throughout the buildings at the moment. The plus point is the fact that we have a wireless system that is running on energy harvesting, so you don't have any problems with battery replacement, we don't have any sort of problems with commissioning. It makes it a much easier environment to work within the IoT. I think the guys that are going to drive a lot of the IoT are going to be the phone guys. If we look at, the larger guys are going to help drive the smaller guys. So we'll see something like a HomeKit from Apple pulling in sensing data. In the end, it's going to be what the end users want is going to dictate who dominates this sector, and I think a lot of that is forgotten by the current base of suppliers, if you like. We've got to look at the users. I think from the connectivity side, we'll see a number of IoT players that will contribute in that. The important thing is to make sure that the connectivity players themselves are able to interoperate with each other and communicate and cooperate. For instance, we have the EnOcean Alliance working with the All-Seen Alliance. That gives you sort of an end-to-end solution for IoT that I think is probably best practice. It could be. The big issue that we have is that nobody wants their data intercepted. For example, EnOcean Alliance products can actually all be encrypted in some way. You just ensure that people feel happy that their products cannot be intercepted in any way, or the data from those products cannot be intercepted. This is something that EnOcean's not so heavily involved in, but some of our end customers are. And the answer is yes. I mean, there will certainly be the requirement for end user data. Providing that data is held in some form of anonymous form, then I think you will certainly see a big market for that type of data. And I think you'll certainly see it, or you're already seeing it, in fact, in the energy sector, where they are, in fact, selling that type of data. I think, I'll say we already are playing a large role in things. For instance, if you look at the energy harvesting products that EnOcean have got, we always go through some form of gateway, and at that point we always supply the firmware that the software guys can actually interface with. So I believe that that already exists for us. I think we need to look at what the user base requires out of these products. We don't want to just make, I don't know, a beer monitoring machine because it looks like a good idea. It's very important that an end user has a product that's of a value to him. So provided that we're supplying an end value to that user, then I believe that we've got the right product from an IoT point of view. Again, for example, if you look at the EnOcean Alliance products out there, we're supplying something that can do smart buildings. If we can make a good smart building, give the value of energy control, then I believe then that solves that issue.